Everybody, it's Coffee Morning with Karlos, where I talk about a game based upon top secret criteria whilst drinking my morning coffee until my cup is dry. And today we're going to be playing Way of the Exploding Fist, published by Melbourne House, developed by Beam Software back in 1985. Whoa. Hey man, nice balls. Be a shame if somebody punched them. Oh, look at his little face, though. Oh, God. If you've been playing games since the 1980s, you may very well remember Way of the Exploding Fist, since it was a very successful fighting game that ran the full gamut of those cheerful home computers. Exploding Fist is a one-on-one fighting game and easiest imagined as the great-grandfather of what we know today as Street Fighter. Two dudes face off against one another in a bout to determine who is the ultimate badass. Rather than discussing it over a nice cup of tea, the aim is to kick the ever-loving shizzle out of your opponent in a series of tightly controlled bouts. Instead of the now ubiquitous health meter, however, in Way of the Exploding Fist, games are decided on a point-scoring system, which is represented by yin-yang symbols at the top of the screen. Score a good hit, and you are awarded a full symbol, whereas a glancing blow only gets you half. 2 full symbols are needed to progress to the next bout. For a 30-plus-year-old Spectrum game, there's a frankly amazing moveset available to the player here, with high, mid and low kicks, sweeps, somersaults, flying kicks, roundhouses and various punches on display. Games are often very technical affairs, with multiple blocks and considered positioning, with both players jockeying to stay ahead on points before the timer hits 0. Whilst back-kicking the computer player in the head is great, nothing is as satisfying as punching a second human player in the happy sacks and laughing as they curl up in a ball of despair and regret. Whenever the subject of what games would you like to see remade comes up, I often think that Way of the Exploding Fist would be a good contender, since a new team could focus on accurately capturing a range of different martial arts styles for a tactical fighting game focused on realism. That's not to say that games like Street Fighter, Tekken and BlazBlue aren't fun. They are, but a game like I described could offer something new and interesting. Let's take a moment, if we can, to talk about the sound design in Way of the Exploding Fist. Whilst the Spectrum might not be up to much in terms of its music, and it is a bit bleepy bloopy, the sound effects that it manages to produce to convey the sense that you've just punched somebody in the gut is incredible. Just that kind of is so visceral and really impressive for a machine like our 8-bit chum. If I could make video games myself, then I think I'd probably have a go at that whole idea of the Way of the Exploding Fist realistic tactical fighting game kind of thing, but I can't do that. I'm just the ideas guy and the kick you in the groin guy and possibly the get knocked the hell out guy. Apparently, on the Commodore 64 version, after fighting through a number of rounds, you had a bonus stage where you had to try and one-hit kill a bull. Now, I feel slightly betrayed by my Spectrum version because we don't get any bull. No bull at all. Olé for the brave matador. Olé for his scarlet muleta. Olé for his El Natural. Olé for the matador. Olé for the matador. He must face the pool. Thanks ever so much for watching today's video on Way of the Exploding Fist. I hope very much that you've enjoyed watching the video today, and if you have, please do not hesitate to leave a like somewhere where you have found this video, because sharing is caring and liking is... what rhymes with liking? Not kayaking, that doesn't rhyme.
What do they want? I know very well what they want. And one of these afternoons, I may give it to them and keep them happy.